we sit facing each other, right? And anyone wanted to sit across from me so she could watch me, or something like that. So like I was sitting here, Emily was sitting across from me, and she was sitting next to this lady, and the ride goes. Now I know why you have to be tall enough. The ride starts spinning, and Emily just starts floating.
Oh my God.
Floating, and I'm like, I can't grab her. I'm on the other side. I can't. The lady next to her was like, the whole ride. I was got off the ride. It was like, don't you ever do that again. I was like, no, I'm sorry. Never let it happen again. You know? Because she held her the whole time. Where's my shirt? Right out the thing. But she had a blast though after that though. It's like after this we're just gonna stick with the Harley Quinn, you know. And we went on the Harley Quinn like the Jersey Devil would go on, but that was my heart.
The kids can go on Skull Mountain though.
Yeah.
That's in the skull. That one's fun. I like that
the
one.
The one I didn't like though was I don't know if it was the Batman where it was just too loud.
I like King Dakar too.
King Dakar was great.
I mean not King Dakar, I lied. Rolling Thunder.
Yeah.
That's the fucking drop that's like almost a 90-degree angle. And they just drop you.
That's the ride on. I bought Emily her first, and Emily, you can vouch on this one too. I bought her first, it was an Apple phone or something. It was like 2 days old, and she was like, here, I gotta hold on to this so it doesn't get ruined. So I was like, alright, I gotta go on the ride where I put it in my pocket. That fucking thing fell out of my pocket into that water that was right underneath.
Oh no.
I was like, oh my God, someone should dive in there and get it. You know, should jump the fence and get it. And I was like, nah. That just broke my. Every time you put the tracker on the phone, you can see exactly where it is.
Yeah.
You know, but I was like, I can't get in there. And I was like, down there, they were swimming it for me, but I hated that ride after that. It was like, I can't believe it fell out of my pocket. But yeah, Great Adventure was fun, you know. Only other place I wish I would have been able to take her was Action Park. But
what's Action Park?
you ever heard of Action Park?
No, where's that?
Where's that at? I'm going to take a little side down and explain Action Park. It's in Mount Vernon. Action Park, best way I can describe it, is the reason Great Adventure has every safety feature.
Oh.
I can vouch, and a lot of people who went to the Highlands Recreation Center can vouch on me this too. We used to go there as a trip twice a year to Rec. You know, get the cool I Survived Action Park t-shirt. We would literally walk out there. It did have this thing called the cliff jump, and it was like 20 feet and I think 40 feet high. And you jump into this pool, this Arctic pool. And the lady that would be taking, letting you go, like I guess the ride person who would be watching you, would literally in one hand have a can of beer and a joint.
What?
Yeah. Everyone, anybody who's running any of the rides, it was a free-for-all. And there's the movie about it now too. I think it's on HBO about Action Park. It was a free-for-all. Everybody, like people wanted to work there just because of that fact. Because they drink, smoke, whatever they wanted to do. Their rides were like not even. They would go, I think $30. You want to try to go down this ride first. They're like, why? We just want to see if we survive.
Oh my God.
You know, if you didn't leave Action Park without scrapes on your knees, elbow bruises, you didn't have a good time. You know,
that sounds crazy.
If you really want a good show to watch tonight, when you go home, Google that Action Park video, and it was true, man. It was like the 80s. That was 80s early. I think
I'm
it was
gonna
like
Google it on
99.
YouTube too.
I think 99.
Or I'm gonna YouTube it.
It's in Mount Vernon, New York.
Google it on YouTube.
Yeah, there's a whole article about it. The whole week, you wouldn't believe, you know. And it was like people they would fight to become employees there because it's like you could sleep there if you worked there.
Oh,
you
wow.
were allowed to stay. Had this place where people would sleep and everything. But people came from all over because they had the coolest rides. I mean,
yeah.
the rope swing, the cliff jump, the race cars, they had speedboats, real miniature cigarette boats. That they would fly, you know what I mean? Like, and the go-karts were like crazy, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, my dad always knows the button to pull to make them faster.
Yeah, they didn't have that anymore. They just
my dad probably
fast.
went to Action Park.
Ask your dad about Action Park.
I'm definitely gonna ask him.
Like, if you see the new Bruce Springsteen movie, he's listening to the commercial for it on the radio. And at the beginning of the movie, it says, go to Action Park, you know? Like, if you survived Action Park, hit like on this video. I'm telling you. Action Park was... If you went there, you earned your Jersey badge of honor. You know, that was like, it was a badge of honor. Because you got that shirt. Everybody got that, still got to post a picture of it I survived Action Park. Big rainbow, this is Action Park. You know, but they were the reason like Great Adventure had all these rules and regulations and stuff now, you know, but because he didn't care.
Yeah.
I don't think that guy, I think he got sued more times. I think people died there, you know, like literally died in the park on these rides and he didn't care, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Next day they were open, you know, and it was just, I never
Probably
forget.
got money out the wazoo then.
Oh, he was making cash, you know, because it was like, I think it was, even back then, and it was like $40 to get into the park. But you didn't have to pay for anything on the rides. Like,
Right,
everything was included. But it was like $40 to get in. And then like, there was this bridge where it was like, they had the lazy river to go through and everything over the bridge. And then like, if you walked over that bridge, it was just all people drinking beer. You know, and then like, you know, they were yelling people down. It was crazy. It was like, I never forget because I never knew what marijuana was until we're getting there.
Until Action Park.
Yeah, to sit there. I was like 12 years old. I'm like 12, 13 years old going here and I'm like, you know what she got? She has a cigarette. And I'm like, no, that's a funny cigarette.
A funny cigarette.
I'm like, oh. And I said, why she got a Budweiser?
That's a funny cigarette.
That's what we were calling him, 12 years old.
Right.
But it's like, you know, that's all that park smelled like was beer and pot, you know? And they'd let us go. Like, we get in, I never forget, we get in there, like, see you later.
Nothing beats the time me and Corey, my ex, were fighting over weed one time. And my nephew went downstairs. I didn't realize he was in the room with me. He's like, I didn't want to be upstairs anymore. Aunt Anne Marie and Uncle Corey are fighting over Wheaties.
Oh, man.
My mom was like, Wheaties? Oh, okay. Stay down here, Jaden.
It was like so funny, like when that video came out, I tried to explain it to him. He says, I mean, you would have loved that park. It was like a badge of honor going on all those rides. Because they had like the first ride where you held onto the bar and you went down that big slide with water.
Oh, yeah.
Well, me and my friend Rob went up to it and we thought both of them were open. I go on to one and get ready to let go and he goes over and gets set up on the other one. The guy grabs him and takes him off. And I was like, you know, he said, what's wrong? I said, there's no water on that one. You would have went down there and like Indian burned all the way down. Oh, I never forgot. I was like, wow, you know, it was just crazy in there, but it was a good time. I mean, I had the best time of my life in that park. You know, it was just you got a badge of honor just spot there. But they closed it down. I think in '99 was the last season it was actually open. Now it's just a ski resort.
Oh, okay.
Because that's what it was in the wintertime. The wintertime was the ski, Mount Vernon. Up there, but they made a good show about it. I believe it's on HBO. You know, and that was good times, man. There's a lot of memories, man. Because
Right.
When I was younger, I used to go to the rec, the community center in Highlands, and they would go like 2 times a year. You would go to Action Park and Great Adventure. You know, they take you on trips or whatever in there. But that was just craziness. But I think that's it for today.
Pretty good, yeah.
Good job.
All right, thank you guys. We love
Thank you
you,
for
Dialysis Warriors.
And if you like, if you could please
Like and
share.
subscribe. Yeah, share.
It's-
Repost.
Yeah, whatever you can do to help.
And we're gonna set up the direct links, so.
Yeah, that's all going to be in the video at the end. It's either on top or the bottom here. And then at the end of the video, we'll have all the links for our Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram,
Gmail, everything. I mean, you have our Gmail already, but we'll still throw it up.
Yeah, it'll all be at the end of the video.
In case you guys are like newcomers or whatever.
Yeah, you definitely have it in the video. It's going to be in the title, either the top or bottom, you know. But thank you for listening.
And I will be getting on the TikTok this week, guys. So
Yes.
I'm gonna hopefully do that, some of it this weekend. So
And she will
hopefully.
get it back. She will get to answering the messages.
Yes,
that you are
definitely.
coming in
Yeah.
For it too. So that will be the responses. She understands TikTok a lot more than I do, and she's going to be running it. And hopefully she'll be back again next week too.
Absolutely.
You know, we can continue doing this weekly. which
And
I think is
hopefully
good.
Chris is better, so we can get him involved in
Yes.
introducing him and doing the introduction to him too as well, because he's a huge part of our journey too. Not only mine, he's becoming part of Tim's
Yeah.
journey now too.
Yeah. He's going to help me a lot with behind the scenes, and that'd be a good thing because at that point they can do a lot more recording outside here.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
You know what I mean, with both of them, and then Kim just filmed her one-on-one, you know what I mean, like, which would be good, you know, we should get a lot more footage out there and more content on the site for all of us.
All right.
Alrighty. So talk to
Alrighty,
you
guys.
ladies.
Talk to you later. See
Love
you
ya.
next week. Love you guys.